My name is Shimshon Zeevi, and I am a prospective Eagle Scout. This video will teach you about respect for and how to properly retire the U.S. flag. Today we are going to look at portions of the flag code relating to respect and retirement. First and foremost, Title 4, Chapter 1, Section 8 of the United States Flag Code says, "No disrespect should be shown to the flag of the United States of America. The flag should not be dipped to any person or thing. Regimental colors, state flags, and organization or institutional flags are to be dipped as a mark of honor. This means the flag should always be held at the highest position, and eternally treated with the utmost respect and care. It is the most important object in the room." The next subsections examine elements of respect for the U.S. flag. Subsection 8A discusses displaying the flag. 8B considers what the flag may touch. 8C tells us how to carry the flag. 8D discusses in depth the proper patriotic decoration or apparel. 8E tells us not to allow the flag to be damaged. 8F is quite straightforward. Next, 8G talks about decorating or defacing the flag itself. 8H is also quite clear. 8I discusses advertising with a patriotic theme. 8J clearly describes clothing in the U.S. flag. In my mind, subsection 8K is perhaps the most important and the one that I will spend the rest of our time on. This point directs us in the proper retirement of the U.S. flag. The flag, when it is in such condition that it is no longer a fitting emblem for display, should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning. That's all the code says. Anything more is usually personal interpretation. Flags can be retired in many different ways. There are two widely accepted processes for retirement. The flag can be buried or retired respectfully in flame. For my Eagle Scout project, I chose what I think is the more respectful of the two options, burning the flag. If you choose to bury your tattered and worn flag or flags, here are some suggestions. An audience is important, whether it be of your family and friends, community, or random people you have never met. I believe it is important to share this knowledge with others. Once the audience and location have been selected, make sure the flag's final resting place is pre-dug. Be mindful of modern-day obstructions such as water pipes, gas lines, phone wires, etc. Create a script for the ceremony, which could be generic words of patriotism or personal stories of national pride. As the ceremony progresses, set aside a silent, respectful time for the placing of flags into the flag's last home. The ceremony could end here, or some patriotic words could be used to wrap up the event, and attendees should be encouraged to take upon themselves the task of retiring the U.S. flag. Most of those points were quite generic. One of the goals is to let you be creative and mold the ceremony as you wish. Let's take a look at the other kind of retirement ceremony. Please keep in mind that this version can be more dangerous, so be sure to include safety precautions in your planning. There are many similarities between the two recommended methods of flag retirement. Again, you can do as you wish, as long as it fits in the guidelines of the United States Flag Code. To demonstrate, we will look at an actual flag retirement ceremony, highlighting particular items as they relate to the flag code. The most important part of any flag retirement ceremony is to have flags to retire. Whether they are collected in a 3-week-long community-wide collection, or are flags you've had stored for years, this is essential. The flags will need to be prepared. There are several ways to do this. The first and often most formal process is to cut the flag stripe by stripe and star by star. This will give you 7 red stripes, 6 white stripes, 50 white stars, and the blue canton, or star field, without the stars. In small ceremonies, it may be beneficial to cut the flags during a ceremony in front of the guests. Or, if there is a large amount, prepare them in advance of the ceremony. In my ceremony, I had collected more than 270 flags, so it was wiser to pre-cut. At the beginning, a welcome is in order. Welcome your attendees and especially any honored guests.
I would like to acknowledge a few special guests. We have Commissioner Cynthia Long, State Representative Tony Dale.
I wanted to open with the Pledge of Allegiance. We had the opportunity to watch a 25 by 45 foot U.S. flag arrive by a skydiver. Next, the flags were retired. I chose this order to allow the flames to fade while the speakers were talking. The retirement portion of the event calls for a solemn or respectful tone and can be used to educate the audience about why it is important to respectfully retire the U.S. flag. Here we see each part of the flag being emphasized and given its own time to be honored.
The red stripes remind us of the courage of the brave men and women who were and are ready to die for their country. The white stripe reminds us of purity of purpose, thought, word, and deed. White is liberty, our land of the free. The blue is for truth and justice, like the eternal blue of the star-filled skies. The blue symbolizes the loyalty of our country's defenders.
Speeches can be included or time can be given to allow everyone to pay their respects. Remember, it is up to you, so be as creative as you wish. Please make sure you clean up and make things better than before you came. And lastly, please use your ceremony as an opportunity to share this knowledge with others. Whether you tell adults or youth, this information is very important to every single American citizen.